All aboard! Hey everybody, welcome back to another Getaway with the Crawfords. We're in part 2 of our video. So we just got done with our time in Disneyland over in Anaheim. We came down via Lyft, Uber, whatever you want to say, to Union Station here in LA. We are on board Amtrak Southwest Chief, formerly the Super Chief from the Santa Fe Railway, the Train of the Stars. We're riding it all the way to Chicago, Illinois. First time ever on Amtrak, first time ever in a roomette, first time for any of this. So it's going to be a whole new experience for us. We're going to try to video and document as much as we can to give you an idea of what this is like and see if this type of travel is for you as well. We'll even break down the price because this is not cheap either. So, you kind of got to factor that in when you make these kind of decisions. It's part of our vacation. It's a bucket list item, and that's why we're doing it. So come along. Let's see how it goes, and we'll see, how it shakes out. Hopefully we love it and have a great time. All right. We started our trip at Amtrak's LA Union Station. This station was gorgeous, restored nicely. After we checked in, we went up to the Amtrak Metropolitan Lounge, where we were offered free snacks and free non-alcoholic drinks. It was all part of being in a roomette. If you have a roomette or bedroom, you're allowed to go to the lounge and relax before your train. Here we are, just sitting in the comfy chairs, just enjoying our time. It was a nice atmosphere. The workers there were really nice and sweet as well. Then we were loaded on a golf cart by a red cap and taken directly to the train.
It's time to back up. I told him, I told my mother on that. I know me. I know who I am. And I'm not ashamed to say I will get something. Because this is not my car. Oh, don't back up on that, baby. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. This is when you start praying. The man talking to you. Stop talking to him. Let him focus. This is no joke. Now that's driving for me. I wouldn't let it save my life because there's 12 batteries back there. If that goes in there, it takes a crane to get it out. Oh wow. Yes, ma'am. There go my baby. She's who you're going to her room.
All right. Hey. Mirror right there, coat hook, and there's a tiny closet right here. Seats, this bed pulls down for the second bunk. These seats come together for another bunk or bed. This will be our room for the next 48 hours or longer, depending on freight traffic, I guess. This will be our view. Alright. Here's a layout of what our car looked like on the Southwest Chief. We were in bedroom number 12. It's on the lower level of the car, close to the luggage rack as well as the toilets and the shower. There is an upper level as well that has more roomettes and bedrooms. Here you can see how a tray pulls out. Another spot for to put food on, play games on, whatever, do some work. Here's what the bathrooms look like on board the Southwest Chief. They're a little bit bigger than an airplane bathroom. We left on time from LA's Union Station. Here we are rolling out, and the scenery as we leave LA.
Ladies and gentlemen, this train is a moving vehicle. It can go forwards, backwards, up, down, or from side to side at any moment without warning. So, whenever you stand a bit in the train. Be sure that you use the handrails or the backs of the seats to steady yourself. And always use those handrails every time you go up or down stairs. Our first stop tonight will be at Fullerton in approximately 30 minutes.
Hello.
Hey.
Now we'll go ahead and take a tour of the whole train.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Sleeper people, huh?
That's right. Yeah.
This is the observation car. Also, the cafe car is right below here. We'll show it to you in a bit. Where are we going? We did sit and enjoy the observation car, but only for a brief few minutes. Here's the coach seats. They actually don't look too bad. Plenty of leg room, and they do recline pretty well as well. Here's your cafe car menu and prices on board the Southwest Chief. The dining car is all set up for the first seating of dinner. Here's what it looks like leaving our room and going up the steps to the top of the train car to go either to the dining car, the observation car, the cafe car. You know, pretty much anywhere. You had to go up the steps and then down the hall. Every morning, our car attendant had hot, fresh coffee right here for us waiting in our car. The dining car attendant, Kyle, came around and took reservations for dinner. We took the last seating, hoping to sit by ourselves. We were told that it's community seating, and there was no guarantee of that. So when we got up to the car, he thankfully said, "Hey, I got 2 for you right here. No one will be joining you." So that was nice. Here was the dinner menu. I had the shrimp, flat iron steak, and cheesecake for dinner, as well as a glass of wine. The meals are provided if you're in a roomette or a bedroom on Amtrak, as well as 1 free alcoholic drink with dinner. If you're not and you're in coach, you do pay $45 for dinner. We'll get into this at the end of the video if we thought the meals were worthy of the $45 charge if you're in coach and how good they were a little bit later on. For those of you who might be interested, this is what a bedroom looks like on the Amtrak Southwest Chief. They are much larger, but they are also much more expensive. You do get your own bathroom shower combo in your room, as well as your own little sink there, but they are a lot more money. Amtrak does let you get off the train on these fresh air breaks every so often. They're about 10 minutes long. Really, it's for the smokers. But it is nice just to step off the train and walk around, stretch your legs a bit, and just get some fresh air. I stepped off at every stop that they let us to. And something I learned on this trip was how the car numbers are. The 04 is your train number. That's train number 4. The Southwest Chief from LA to Chicago is train 4. So 04 is your train number, and we are in car 30. So when you look at your ticket or anything, it'll say car 30, bedroom 12. Now you know. You look at the side of the train, we're in train number 4, car 30.
Okay, hey, we're in our first fresh air break here in Barstow, California. We got 5 minutes just to get off the train, walk around. People have a smoke break if they want that. First impressions are pretty cool, pretty great. Our car attendant's awesome, and food was great. We had dinner in the diner, or the lounge car, not lounge car, but the diner car. But our cabin's awesome. So far, it's been 2 thumbs up. Love it. Getting ready for bed.
Your car attendant will come around and get your rooms ready for sleeping. Here I am in the top bunk. As you can see, there's not too much room. The bottom bunk definitely has a lot more room for sleeping. I wish the curtains were a little bit darker to block out some more of the light, but still not a horrible way to sleep.
Alright guys, so we had our first night on board the train. Quiet, an experience, an adjustment. I took the top bunk, Steph took the bottom bunk. Issues with both bunks, let's be honest. The top bunk, it's not comfortable. It's pretty firm, hard foam, mattressy thing. It's not comfortable at all. And it's very narrow, so I'm a side sleeper, but it took about 3 rollovers to actually get to one side to the other. Plus,
it's very narrow up there, kind of curved, so you don't have much room. Some people said it's kind of like being on a Navy ship, I guess. I don't know, I've never been there, but that's what some people say. And it was not a good night's sleep. I woke up a ton. You can also hear people coming and going in the hallways, and you can hear your neighbors. So it was not a good sleep for me. Steph down here got hot because the vent's up there. I was cool and comfortable because the vent, you know, was blowing on me, but with the bunk out, the upper bunk, the vent doesn't blow down here to her, so she got hot. So but the lower bunk is wider, and this mattress is much more comfortable. So whoever gets the upper bunk, you're gonna be cooler, but you're not gonna be comfortable. Get the lower bunk, you're gonna be comfortable, but you're gonna be warmer. So it's gonna give or take, but neither one of us got a good night's sleep really. But we're still enjoying the train, having a nice time, and yeah, all right. There we go. There are a couple apps out there and websites that will track your train and let you know if you're on time or running late, and they're super helpful. The scenery on this trip is absolutely breathtaking. Well, really till you get to about Kansas City. From Kansas City to Chicago, it's your typical Midwest farmland that you see. But boy, going through the West is just breathtaking. Like, I just had so many pictures and videos, and I'll share some of them now. I won't share all of them because, boy, this would be a 2-hour video if that happened. But so yeah, here's some of the shots from the train from our own roomette number 12 that we had, and hopefully you enjoy them.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flaws, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
See, our door was closed here during this video session, and you can clearly hear our neighbors. Alright, good morning. I'm going to attempt to take a shower in the Amtrak. Got little soaps, shampoos, washcloths, towels. Showers over here. When you travel, don't forget your shower shoes. Shower shoes are important. No one wants foot fungus. Let's see here. So you come in here. Not the cold. Oh, we got steps. Step 1, set the temp. Step 2, you push the button. Alright, we're going to see how this goes. Showering on the train. Oh boy. Not a ton of room, but I think enough to make things work. Got a couple hooks here for your clothes. Alright, here we go. Alright, so showering on a train was a success. Very hot water, great water pressure. Everything you need, actually. I mean, soap, shampoo, conditioner, towels, washcloths, everything. Just don't forget the shower shoes. Alright, thumbs up. Amtrak shower. Alright, so we chose to have our lunch delivered to us in our room, and you can do that if you don't feel like doing community dining, or you just want to have a nice peaceful dinner and not be social, or whatever your reasons are. Steph and I decided, we're kind of just taking a lazy day here and having a little extra time in Albuquerque, so we had our lunch delivered to our room. I went with the cheeseburger, the Angus cheeseburger. She got the Monte Cristo. But yeah, it looks good, so hopefully it's good. And alright, let's dig in.
Albuquerque was a nice stop. It's an extended stop, actually. They have vendors on the station platform there, and you can stretch your legs. They even tell you can run down to one of the local pharmacy stores and stock up on items that you might need. I love the look and style of these old Santa Fe railway stations. Even the old Harvey houses that were next door to them. Absolutely beautiful. The sun was starting to set on another wonderful day on the Southwest Chief as we made our way closer to Chicago. Another fresh air stop in Colorado afforded me some time to take a selfie outside of our room window. It's the next morning on the Southwest Chief. I rose and went to the dining car to have the traditional Amtrak breakfast. I got the French toast and it was delicious. There's a good shot of it. Here we are at our last fresh air stop in Fort Madison, Iowa, right along the Mississippi River. This is right before you cross the big Mississippi and enter Illinois. They had a riverboat there, cruise ship on the side of the port, which is kind of cool to see. For lunch, I had the baked potato, loaded baked potato. Delicious. All good things must come to an end. Here we are slowly making our way into Chicago Union Station. Now inside the station, waiting for our bags. Alright, so hey, that's going to wrap up another getaway with the Crawfords. Our first trip on Amtrak, the Southwest Chief. It's a good experience. We're just going to recap some things real quick. What we, liked, didn't like, some of the issues we had, and let's go over it, and we'll also cover the cost, because I know that's probably burning, and some of you are wondering how much it costs, because it was not cheap. Overall, it was an enjoyable experience. It was a nice way to go. But obviously, if you have to be someplace quickly, or time is of the essence, or it's a big deal, if you don't have much time, you're probably not taking Amtrak. This was 44 hours. We were only 30 minutes late into Chicago, which is pretty impressive because from what I understand, the Southwest Chief does run late most days. So 30 minutes late in Chicago is pretty good. 44 hours on the train. So yeah, if you don't have much vacation time or you're trying to do a lot, you're probably not taking Amtrak. This was a bucket list trip for us, and so we kind of threw that in there. We knew we wanted to go to Disneyland and do some stuff out west, and so it's like we tied it into our vacation. But otherwise, 3 extra days, it's 3 days of vacation that I ate up to do this, and
it's not exactly the quickest way, but it's beautiful. It is beautiful. It's nice, slow going. Seem to be a lot of older clientele people on board the train, I would say. Probably more retired and have more time
Which is very
to do.
weird.
Yeah,
Due to like some of the comfort levels of some of the seating.
Yeah, it's true. And I'd say Amish. A lot of Amish as well got on and off the train. I think. But overall, though, it was a nice experience. So I think we would definitely do it again, right?
Yeah.
Definitely would do it again. Would probably try to do like the California Zephyr or the Empire Builder so we can see more beautiful scenery, either going or coming. And then I think we'd also probably splurge on a bedroom, have a little bit more space. Just more space would be nice. The roomette is definitely tight. I don't think we're going to get a good night's sleep no matter what room we take, but more space would be nice.
I would say some tips just for sleep. You saw in our video we had our car and then a bedroom. The bedroom was kind of weird just because the toilet is in the shower, which is kind of odd. But, we didn't really experience it, so maybe it was not that bad. But I would say some tips would be I have earplugs, which help me to sleep. Did not really help him because he doesn't use them. But I would use earplugs or even one of those eye covers.
Yeah, like an eye shade.
Yeah, like an eye shade. For me, because the light, it's never fully dark or pitch black. So if you're a kind of person that needs that, the hall light's always on. It shines through in the morning, through the curtains, the sun pounds in.
Yes.
So if you're on the bottom, you're getting sunlight from the window. And then if you're on the top bunk, that hall light is always on. And the person below you can't use the light if you're sleeping. So I would just say, some kind of sleep shade might be nice. Yeah. I know he's kind of weird about using earplugs because of safety and he wants to hear everything going on. But for me, it's fine. He can be safe.
And I do wonder, because we were on, bedroom 12 was on the lower level. And I do wonder if we were on the top level of the train, maybe it'd be a little quieter, because I swear, like, every time we went across a crossing guard, I heard it. We were 2 cars back from the engine, and you could hear the horn constantly. You go through Kansas in the middle of the night, and there must be a crossing every 30 seconds in Kansas, because that's what it seemed like to me. So yeah, the noise really got to me. Yeah, you definitely
on the bottom bunk.
Yeah, you definitely hear we must have been right above the wheels and the rails, because boy, it was loud. It was loud to me at least.
We ended up switching, and I went to the top bunk, and he went on the bottom, and it worked a little better.
Yeah.
They do have like a little hook that like straps you in so you won't fall out.
Yeah.
But it can be a little claustrophobic on the top. I'm not really a claustrophobic person, but you just, once you're up there, you can't sit up or move. Like, you can move on your side and on your back, but like you can't really sit. So if you're not ready to go to sleep, I just found it a little claustrophobic at times. You might want to use, what was that called? The view car?
Oh, the Viewliner? Or
the Viewliner.
The observation car Viewliner, yeah.
Just because, or there was times when I went and just like sat on the bottom bunk while he was like trying to sleep, just because I needed to like stretch out, or I just wasn't ready to sleep yet. And so it was like kind of confining for me. But once I slept fine, and I stayed asleep. So.
Then there was one minor issue on our train. I don't know if the cafe car attendant, if she quit on our train shortly after we got going, or maybe she got sick. We're not sure what happened, but the cafe car was open some really sporadic hours. Kyle, the main guy in the dining car, he'd make announcements like, hey, I'm going to go down and open it for 30 minutes, and that's all the time we got. And it was cash only. Like, something was wrong with the Wi-Fi or their card reader system, so it's cash only. So they had issues with that. And then, it was only open very, very sporadically at times, 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. And that was interesting and a shame. I did go down once when they were open. I wanted to get a bottle of wine to enjoy. Just, as the scenery went by, enjoy some wine. And the wine was frozen. I was kind of shocked by that. So that was a shame, but still picked up some other goodies. But the line was long of people waiting to get into the cafe car for people to buy stuff. And then there also were a couple complaints of passengers, who maybe only had like a $50 bill. And he would ask if they had anything smaller. And like, no, you expect people to carry cash in today's society? And I mean, so that was difficult. But Amtrak did redeem themselves. For the coach passengers, when we got to Raton, they actually had food delivered to the car for coach only. And it was like burritos, salads. It was like 4 different items, but it was all free. And they said, for their issues that they're having with the cafe car and everything that was going on, this was provided to them for free and to come get it. And so I thought that was really nice, actually. I thought that was a nice gesture. I wasn't expecting that, but it was nice to see. Speaking of the food, though, for us, the food was provided for us because we were in the bedroom. So if you get a bedroom, once again, it's free of charge. You get breakfast, lunch, dinner, plus one alcoholic drink with lunch and dinner.
I must say, I didn't even go to the snack car because it was enough food. Like,
yeah,
if you're eating all 3 meals.
Well, and that's what, because like we've watched other videos preparing us for this trip, and people said, "Take snacks." I had a backpack full of snacks, and we barely got into them because it was enough food. I want to say breakfast was $20, lunch is $25, and dinner is $45. If you're in coach, they come through the bedrooms first, take reservations for dinner, the sleeping car passengers first, and then they open it up for coach passengers if they want to have dinner. Do I feel that $45 is a good price for the dinner? I actually kind of don't. I think it's a little high, just a little high when I compare it to like a steakhouse here at home for $45 what I can get. And I know people say, well, you're getting an alcoholic drink and an appetizer and dessert, but I still think it's a little high. Like the 3 little shrimps I got the first night were pretty underwhelming. The steak was good. I had salmon the second night.
Great.
Yeah, the salmon was great. The food was great. The burger was great. I think the prices are a tiny bit high. But no complaints on the food. It did fill us up. It was great. We had delivered to our car. It was great. Our room. No complaints there at all. Trying to think what else we have to say. Anything else to say? What else I got?
I think the only thing I just thought of this, but sometimes they have like the little button where you can click to get your room attendant.
Yeah.
And our room attendant was great. Like, no problem. She was fabulous. But I don't really know how that system works because sometimes we press the button and they didn't come. And I don't think it's her fault, but I don't know if she's like on break at certain times and she doesn't hear it. But that button doesn't always work. And so sometimes you have to track people down if you need something specific.
Yeah.
But so we just found that wasn't very effective method. So maybe that was just an off night or an off time for them. But
yeah. I would say
she was around, it was good. But sometimes it was just hard too.
Yeah, there was at least 3 times where we hit the button and sat in our room. Nobody came. And it was kind of like, well, our next station stop's coming up in 20 minutes. And she had to be at the door to open the door. And so we just get her there and be like, hey, we have a question or we need something real quick. She's like, oh, yeah, sure. Super weird. It's like the button, I mean, we could hear it. You hit it and it dings. The light outside your room lights up, but no one would come.
Yeah. And it might have been, maybe they were short-staffed with all the dining issues. I don't know.
That's
maybe
true
she was
too.
helping out in other areas.
Yeah,
but yeah, we found that was not very effective.
No. But so, and then with tying all this together, I did say I'd go over the cost, and I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to show you the cost as well, so you know I'm not lying. This trip cost us $998. So when I put that into perspective, that's basically half of what we could get for a 7-day cruise. That's also kind of half of what we can get for an all-inclusive resort. Our airfare out in first class was much cheaper than that. I mean, so you really kind of got to weigh it as far as the experience, the views you're getting, the foods you're getting. Is it worth that cost? To me, it was. It is high. I ain't going to lie. Like, it's not cheap to travel Amtrak if you're getting a bedroom. Coach fares were definitely more reasonable, but you get, the bigger seat and more room. But on our train, it was full. And they announced when we left LA, they came across and said, if the seat next to you is open, it won't be for long. And we were pretty much full the whole way to Chicago. And they said, you're not going to have an empty seat. You're going to sit next to someone you don't know. And I mean, that would be kind of an experience. I don't know how I'd feel about that. I guess it'd be like being on a plane. But I mean, it's one thing to be on a plane for 3 hours next to someone you don't know versus 44 hours. So,
and we went for 3 days, so we chose like the full trip from LA all the way to Chicago. But our neighbors changed, 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
So there are people that just come for a few hours, just overnight. So I think if you're unsure, or it'd be nice maybe if we did a shorter trip, and that would also save you on some cost, and you'd still get the experience. But we really wanted, bucket list to travel the whole way.
I wanted to do the whole way. Yeah.
But in the future, maybe if we just wanted to do like a leg of it, especially since it wasn't the most comfortable sleep, things like that, maybe we just do one night or a shorter time period. I
mean, because a lot of people got off in Albuquerque, but that was when the Balloon Festival was going on as well. But so a lot of people got off in Albuquerque, and I think Kansas City was a big stop too as well. But you're right. And then there's also some other little towns along the way. Like there's a couple cute hotels right along the railroad, and some of those stops, like New Mexico, I think had one. And they'd be like, okay, that'd be nice to take the train to there and stay in the hotel for a couple nights, do some exploring in that part of the country, and then hop on the train and go wherever. So that's a good point too as well. But this was a bucket list thing. I always wanted to take the train across the country and sleep on it and just do it like how they used to do back in the day. And it was a fun experience. I mean, I would recommend it. I mean, but you just got to go in with an open mind and know that you're probably not going to get a good sleep. It's different. It's a different way to travel, but I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to our next trip. I don't know when that'll be, but yeah, we definitely would do it again, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. I think that wraps it up. Does that cover everything?
I believe so.
Yeah, okay. That's going to wrap it up. Another getaway with the Crawfords. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I have no idea where our next trip's going to be or when it's going to be. We're right around the holiday season, so that's going to be the next focus is friends and family for the next month and a half or so. But hope you all stay well and healthy and have a great holiday season, and we'll see you in 2024.